This is a demonstration of the Patcha Camera Object Offset Curve Editor. So you can bring the curve editor up here, or it can also be docked. In this situation we'll use it docked. And also when you use it, you have to select the group you're working on first before you bring the editor up, because you cannot change it after it's open. So this editor is similar to animation layers in Maya, but you only have one set of offsets. So you've got 7 degrees of freedom here, and then an offset channel. So because this is Python, Python can be a little bit slow, so we don't have the full two-way communication and live update in a recursive situation like you would on Maya animation layers. So basically you have to do your animation here, and then you'll see the curves here. This will be clear in a moment. So we've got the rotation for the camera, and now let's look at the offset channel. Now we can make the curves now or afterwards. So I can just make some keys now, create an offset, create another offset. And the best way to use this tool is actually with the nudge tool for various reasons. So I've got keys here, so let's make another key here. So I'm going to create an offset key, update it, view all. So notice I actually made the keys here and in the viewport with the nudge tool, and then I hit the update. So if you take a look at these points here, we've got our 0 point there, slides off and back on. Now here I'm using it to break the move, but normally you would use it to improve the object track or the camera track or the object track. Notice there's this button here, update object point groups. So because this was enabled, even though it's quote-unquote breaking the camera track, it's when you hit the button, it's offsetting the object tracks so that they are now consistent, which can be quite useful. You've got key next, key minus buttons, and of course you can also use page up and page down just as you normally would on the keyboard. You can delete all the offset keys or just the particular one you're on. Right here for the most part you do your animation in this window, and then you hit the update offset curves to bring it here, but you can actually flatten your tangents and set your CVs. Generally when you do any sort of offset curves, you want the connects of the offset channel to be linear, but let's set this one here for to be smooth, and then we'll update it. And so smooth. So we have that ease out right here. But again, most of the time the animation has to be done here and then moved here. If you're ever at a point in the curve that you want to create a 0 offset curve, this is the same as the My version. You click here and it'll offset it down. Go here. Again, you always have to hit the update curves because it's not a real-time update. This window and this window only communicate when you hit this button that makes them talk to one another. And now the curves updated. If you want to bake everything, use the merge offset curves, and then these are all zeroed out. And again, merge means bake. If you'd like to undo the changes that you've made in this editor and you haven't merged, which is a bake, all you have to do is go here, delete all offset curves, and then in order to bake it back to the viewport, you hit update.